What's going on, everybody? I think I was muted. Absolutely embarrassing. No worries. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing out here on a huge win from the Arizona Cardinals? Like I was saying a little earlier when I was getting a little hyped up, I said the Arizona Cardinals destroy the San Francisco 49ers with no DeAndre Hopkins, no Kyler Murray, no AJ Green, and obviously everybody knows no JJ Watt. But what an absolute beautiful showing we've seen from our Arizona Cardinals today, ladies and gentlemen. This is the type of game I wanted to see here. You need to feed James Conner. Now, it's unfortunately that, Chase Edmonds ended up getting hurt earlier in the game, probably by the first quarter. Really, really unfortunate to see. But man, you gotta love what we've seen today, ladies and gentlemen. And that is the Arizona Cardinals whipping the San Francisco 49ers and completing the sweep for the season, beating them 31-17. And I think it could have been a little bit more than that. I feel like the Arizona Cardinals were playing a little too, I don't want to run the scoreboard on them, but you got to give them credit here. The Arizona Cardinals came up and they showed up today. Let me make sure I go ahead and get my super chats out of the way. I appreciate all the super chats. Once you guys do that, you guys will be pinned, just FYI. Matthew coming up with the first super chat of the day. He says, "Hey, Mike, you're on mute. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much." Yes, I was super hyped up, and obviously you guys just saw a mime out there. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. Thanks a lot. Then we got my guy, Isaac. Yoan, what's up, dude, man? Appreciate you for being here, man. It says, like butter baby, man. What's up, dude? How you doing, man? Appreciate you for coming in the stream. Thanks a lot, as always. This is a great win, man. A very, very impressive win for our Arizona Cardinals. This is the type of win that I didn't think was going to happen. I'm not going to lie to you. Now, I had faith in my guy, Colt McCoy. I did. I had faith in him, but I didn't think we were going to see a showing like we showed today. I really didn't see it, man. Now, we got to give, obviously, we're going to name our MVPs of this game a little later on in the stream, defensively as well as offensively as well. I think offensively, it's very, very obvious who my MVP is, but we're going to save it for a little later on because this game was a lot to talk about here, man. And I think one of the biggest questions out there that I've seen a lot in my chat, in my watch party, were people asking me, do you think we should sit Kyler Murray against Carolina Panthers next week? We'll talk about that as well, guys. So we got a huge show for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be an absolutely amazing show. Let's just jump right into it. Let's get our donations out of the way here. Davis Garcia with another super chat says, extend James Conner now. Love it. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, man. We've seen a different game plan when we don't have to force the ball with Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins. We've seen a different type of game plan today, and I loved what I seen. We've seen, Colt McCoy getting by with what he did, but we led this game through our run game. That was James Conner as well as Eno Benjamin. You got to give kudos to Eno Benjamin. He came out and got another touchdown of his own. So kudos to the guy, man. Kudos to the young man. Let's get some more super chats out of the way. We got Shadow Raven saying Eno Benjamin truck. So Eno Benjamin truck, though, man, that was nuts. 100%, man. I think a lot of people that are, in Arizona that watch ASU football, they knew what Eno Benjamin can do. So the moment that he actually got drafted by the Arizona Cardinals, I was really excited. Now, it was really unfortunate that we weren't seeing him a lot. We just didn't have an empty space for him at all. So I'm glad he got the opportunity. Unfortunately, it had to happen with, Chase Edmonds getting, hurt earlier in this game, but it's kind of the way that it goes, where we need to take advantage of the opportunities that you had, and Chase Edmonds had a very, very good game today. Another super chat here from my guy BBHALV. Appreciate the contribution. He says, always knew Colt McCoy was a good quarterback. Just needed a solid team behind him. Didn't have a fair chance with the Giants or the Browns. I agree, man. I agree. I do think Colt McCoy did a very, very good job when it came down to it. He did what he needed to do this game. He didn't need to be explosive. He didn't need to have a monstrous type of game. This game came down to who was going to be able to run the ball down the field the best. who was going to be able to maintain the type of possession, and the Arizona Cardinals was that team. Now, Colt McCoy's stat sheet, he was 22 out of 26, 249 yards with 1 touchdown. Now, we obviously also had Christian Kirk with 1 pass down the field over to Antoine Wesley, completed a 33-yarder, which some people might say that was a touchdown. Some people say that's not a touchdown, but regardless of what it is, it's pretty cool to see Christian Kirk, doing more things than just catching the ball. Gotta love it. Gotta absolutely love it. Elon Musk with another super chat. Appreciate you, man. He says, Elon here won my cards money line. Vegas shook. Love it, man. I think I got to do some sports betting on my own as well, man, especially the way the Arizona Cardinals dominated it in this fashion, man. I didn't see it happen the way that it did, but we definitely got to give kudos to the Arizona Cardinals because they came out and they showed out today. So appreciate the super chat, man. Thanks as always. I always do like to get the super chats out of the way because, they're the contributions out there, man. So let's get this show started. Let's talk about my MVPs. Let's talk about my MVPs of this game. Now, I want to start off first by saying I want to start off on the offensive side of the ball. I think in my preview, I was saying that we need to run the ball. That's what we need. That's what this focal point needs to be. Run the ball down their throats. And my MVP of this game, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think it's any surprise to you guys, but it has to be this man right here, James freaking Conner. James Conner had a huge game against the San Francisco 49ers. 21 carries, 96 yards rushing, and 2 touchdowns. But not only that, ladies and gentlemen, he got involved in the receiving game as well. 5 receptions, 77 yards, and 1 touchdown. A total of 3 touchdowns on the game, and that's exactly the type of production you want out of your backfield. So kudos to that man. He did a fantastic job today. He really held his own and did an amazing game today. We won because of the greatness of what James Conner is. And I know I see a lot of people on the chat, on the comments saying, thanks Steelers. I mean, it is what it is. The Steelers didn't want to pay him. We paid him. The rest is history. So that's my MVP of the offense. Now, on my defensive side of the ball, if you guys don't know my defensive, MVP, I don't know what to tell you. I got to give it to my man, the junkyard dog, Marcus Golden, man. This guy had a fantastic game. 3 tackles, 2 assists, 3 sacks. Now, it's really cool that we had Chandler Jones get involved. Kudos to Chandler Jones and getting involved in his sacks. But Marcus Golden wants to be here. Marcus Golden loves this team. He loves Arizona, and you can see it on the field, ladies and gentlemen. You got to love it. You got to love it. And I think when you look at MVPs, you can name a lot of different people. So my offensive was James Conner, but you can easily say Colt McCoy. You can easily say other players on the offense. Benjamin, and same as the defensive side of the ball. You can easily say, Isaiah Simmons. You can easily say Byron Murphy, but I'm going to give it to my man, Marcus Golden, because I know what he does in this offense, and he does a very, very good job did I say offense? He does a very good job for our defense. So those are my 2 MVPs. Let me give a big shout out to my guy, Seth Carpenter, with another super chat. Appreciate you, man. He says, hey, Mike, we're on fire. So Colt McCoy and James Conner, what a day. And for our defense, Byron Murphy and Budda Baker, they did great. Love it, man. Love it. Honestly, I think when it came down to it, this Arizona Cardinal team came out. They looked themselves in the mirror and they said, we lost on Thursday Night Football. They said we lost against the Green Bay Packers, but we had the opportunity to win. So what ended up happening for our Arizona Cardinals? They were like, we are a better team than what was on Thursday night. They came out and they made sure that they weren't going to go back-to-back losses. So they did a huge job. Just when you think the Arizona Cardinals are down with no Kyler Murray, no DeAndre Hopkins, no AJ Green, people were saying our offense wasn't going to do very well. I didn't need our offense to be great. I just needed our offense to be manageable. I needed our offense to stay on the field. I needed our run game to get going, and that's exactly what we saw today. James Conner, got to give it to him, man. Huge game. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are 8-1 on the season. Doesn't this feel good? We have now matched the win record of last year, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, we ended off that season 8-8, and now we're 8-1. And next up, we have the Carolina Panthers. And after the Carolina Panthers, ladies and gentlemen, we have, who do we have next? The Seahawks. I'm not going to say this. I'm not going to say those are easy wins, but they're doable wins. And to kind of get off a little bit of the Arizona Cardinals, another huge thing, if you guys don't watch football, the Green Bay Packers lost today, ladies and gentlemen. And what does that mean? And what does that mean? The Green Bay Packers lost, so we are back at the number 1 seed, ladies and gentlemen. Let's freaking go. Number 1 seed back into the playoffs. We just got to maintain it. Now, not only did the Green Bay Packers lose, the Cowboys lost today. Obviously, the Bucs lost last week. They're on their bye week this week. Looking at the AFC, the Bills lost to the Jaguars. What the heck is going on? Absolutely nuts, man. Absolutely freaking crazy. Another super chat coming in here from my guy Logan Little with the $4.99 donation. Appreciate the super chat and the contribution. He says, is this the offense sustainable without Kyler Murray? No, they're not. Every sports media outlet before today. Let's effing go. I love it. One thing, you know, I love making fun of these big mainstream talking heads type of stuff because, yeah, I mean, they do it for the title. They do it for the click. And obviously, they saw an opportunity with the Arizona Cardinals not having Kyler Murray, not having DeAndre Hopkins, and they said the Arizona Cardinals couldn't match up. They said the San Francisco 49ers came off a win that, against the Chicago Bears, and they're not going to lose again. What ended up happening? The Arizona Cardinals came out, and we put a licking on that team. A licking on that team. Big shout out to my guy Seth Carpenter with another super chat. Appreciate you, man. Says, hey, Mike, we're 8-1, and I think we'll beat the Panthers, Seahawks. Also, Demetrius Harris, AJ Green, Kyler Murray, and DeAndre Hopkins were out. Yes, absolutely. The inactive report was absolutely nuts. The inactive report was absolutely nuts for the Arizona Cardinals. And the favor for this game to go again for the San Francisco 49ers was written out for them. We said, we're going to go ahead and sit out Kyler Murray. We said, we're going to sit out DeAndre Hopkins to rest them. Offense, second stringers, do you. And second stringers, and I'm talking about Colt McCoy. I'm not talking about the rest of the offense we had out there because Christian Kirk really got involved. Rondale Moore got involved. Antoine Wesley got involved. But it all started and all ended with our guys, James Conner, man. James Conner came out and looked ferociousness today, man. We did a very, very good job when it came down to it. This was a huge game for our Arizona Cardinals, no doubt. Now, we do have some live streams right now. Let's see what give me a second, guys. I want to make sure we hear what James Conner has to say. 1 second. 1 second, everyone. I'm going to bring James Conner in here right now. The media is talking to James Conner now. I want to bring him in.
Just play a good football game. But also know I had help, too, with that. With Eno, he stepped in and had a great game, too.
All right, here's James Conner, the MVP.
Man, God is the greatest, faithful. Tried to manifest that, try to just picture myself having a big game, and it happened. So just trust and believe in your work. I had a great week of preparation. I feel like I practiced hard this week, and, it showed.
Guys, I want to hear what guy James Conner has to say.
No pressure because, if you're on the field, you got to be on, and this is a solid team. And so when the stars go down, other players got to step up.
True.
And that's what this team did tonight. I did. Yeah, it felt like I had a little step of, a little acceleration, but that just goes from the week of preparation. All the little things, doing all the little things right leading up to game day. Uh, just stay consistent. Nothing extreme, just be consistent. And so just trust and believe. My talents and my work and just my journey. You know what I
Yes, you
mean?
did,
So
sir.
just the
Fantastic
journey,
job.
and just embracing it all. Right. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It feels good, man. It's just hard work pays off, and but the job's not finished. We still got a lot of football left
Yes,
ahead of
sir.
us.
Yes, you do. Ain't over yet.
Missing the guys' division game on the road, everything was lining itself up, for a dog fight. So we just came with the fight today. I feel like I've been using that weapon for a while now, but yeah, more of it, more of it. Coach a veteran. He's a legend, man. He's incredible resume, and so we had all the trust and confidence in him, and he did what any other pro does. You know, lead the charge. We marching down the field. He's handling everything. QB. So he did his thing today. Oh yeah, man. Got all the talent in the world, man. He's gonna be a big time player. So real excited for him. He works hard. Just doing what they asked me to do. We had some screen calls, and we knew that we could possibly hit big on the screen. So just gotta take advantage of them.
Absolutely MVP, man.
Thank you.
MVP.
Yeah.
There you go, James Conner. There you go. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much for coming through, man. Let me know if you guys are watching this. Let me know who is next on and I want to hear what they say. Obviously, I wanted to hear what James Conner had to say because this guy had a huge game for the Arizona Cardinals, man. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. We came out and we went to Levi's Stadium and we told them, I don't care that we don't have Kyler Murray. I don't care that we don't have DeAndre Hopkins. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I have Colt McCoy, and we will bring it to you. The Arizona Cardinals came out, and they put a licking on this San Francisco 49er team. Man, they harassed this San Francisco 49er offense. And if you weren't watching the game and you're only looking at highlights, you're not going to really get the whole picture because if you weren't watching the full entire game, you were seeing Jimmy G get frustrated. You were seeing Jimmy G doing a lot of stuff that, we've seen him do a lot watching, Jimmy G play, but our defense showed the heck up, man. Marcus Golden with 3 sacks, Chandler Jones with 1 sack, Jordan Phillips with 1 sack. And that's just the tipping on the ice cream. That's the tipping on the ice cream here, ladies and gentlemen. The Arizona Cardinals came out and they showed up. Amazing job. I want to see some 8-1s on the comments below. If you guys can do me that huge favor, put it on the comments below. 8-1 on the comments, and I will be opening up the phone lines, ladies and gentlemen. At the 30-minute mark, I will be opening up the phone lines. I only have a certain amount of spots open up, so if you guys do want to come on, I will explain to you how this will happen. So if you want to come on, stick through. But let's talk about this here real quick. I think one of the biggest questions right now is this right here. And I want to hear what you guys have to say because during the phone lines and once we open up the phone lines here, because if this is your first time on the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube, I pride myself in, I want to hear what you guys have to say because at the bottom line, I'm only one man. But the Red Sea is the people out here that celebrate the wins, that need therapy sessions when we lose. That's why this channel exists here. But this is the question that I want to hear from you guys here. How long should we sit K1? Now, honestly, this question was brought up to me a lot because I actually ended up hosting a watch party. And with the watch party, I think a lot of people were kind of in my boat. We were optimistic that the Arizona Cardinals were going to come out with the win. We were optimistic, but we did not see this game play out the way that it played out. So the question, how long should we sit K1? This is the question that I'll give you my opinion on this right after this super chat shout out here from my guy Elon Musk with another super chat here. He says, I said 31 and 28. I will take 31-17. Go Cards. 100%. 110%. So here's the question. And like I said, when I open up the phone lines, I want to hear what you guys have to say. But let me give you a little bit of my spiel. Let me let you know what I have to say about this. Dennis Hauser with the super chat, super sticker coming up here. $10. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so very much. Let me get you guys a thank you, man. Let me give you a proper thank you. Appreciate everybody who super chatted so far. Got him. Got him. Appreciate that. And now we got MGO says, not going to lie, I'll sit him until the Seattle game. All right. Well, let me give you my little spiel here. Kyler Murray, obviously, this game, I was fearful that Kyler Murray wasn't going to be playing in this game. I was a little worried. I was a little worried not hearing Kyler Murray wasn't going to be playing. But Colt McCoy did such a great job in this role today, as well as James Conner in our running game, that we don't have to expedite Kyler Murray. Now, let me explain here a little bit. Now, if Kyler Murray is 100%, so let's say, for example, we're living in a world next week, and Kyler Murray is 100%. He can run. He doesn't have his ankle injury anymore. He doesn't feel gingerly anymore. He can run out of the pocket. He can make his passes. Then Kyler Murray's the guy. He's the guy that we should use. Because one thing that I've seen before is if you're ready to go, put the man in. Simple as that. If Kyler Murray is 75%, 85%, 90, 96% good, but he's got that 4% chance of not being there, sit him. I want to see Kyler Murray at the full 100%. Anything that's going to impact this season, we just don't want to see it. Now, if we want to live in a world where we're like, hey, put Colt McCoy in, maybe we can get by in winning this game. And if it doesn't come to our favor, and their defense is very good. I'm not going to put anything past the Carolina Panthers. Yes, their record is not as great as ours is, but they're still a good team, especially defensively. They just got Stephon Gilmore. If Kyler Murray isn't 100%, don't put him in. If he's 90% ready to go, don't risk it. Put Colt McCoy in there, and if Kyler Murray can come in because we're losing and things aren't going our way, then we have Kyler Murray. He's active. He's ready to go. But if we can get by with one more week before Seattle Seahawks, because ladies and gentlemen, I think we might be playing Russell Wilson in week 10. That might be a whole new beast. Russell Wilson might be the spark that the Seattle Seahawks need. So, that's my spiel. The Arizona Cardinals are 8-1 right now, but how long should we sit him? If he's not 100%, do not put him in next week. Let's roll with Colt McCoy and go from there. Personal opinion. Now, when I open up the phone lines, this is going to be a big question because I'm going to ask you guys. Obviously, I want to hear how excited you guys are. Obviously, I want to hear what you guys feel like sweeping the San Francisco 49ers and in the fashion that we did. I want to hear all that. But I'm also going to ask you, if you don't answer, how long should we sit K1 in your opinion? Big shout out to my guy. Marion Javen, appreciate the super chat, my guy. He says we could sit him next week and be ready for Russ. All right. That's fair. I mean, that's fair. But like I said, if K1 is ready, if Kyler Murray is ready to go, and he's ready to go to win this game, 100%, put him in. I don't want him to lose his, what am I trying to say? His chemistry with the wide receivers. Because, yeah, I mean, he needs to have those game time reps. But we all know now that Colt McCoy is the man Colt McCoy can wheel us through a win. We now know that Colt McCoy can be that guy. I think a lot of us were very optimistic about Colt McCoy, right? Comments, put it in the comments below. Who said we'll be fine with Colt McCoy? A lot of people said it. And I'm happy that we're fine with Colt McCoy because we can win with Colt. Maybe not for the long run, maybe not for the long haul, but that's why we have K1. Appreciate Davis with another super chat. Appreciate that. He says, let Kyler start if the game is going. There you go. There you go, Davis. Beautifully said. Let K1 start. If the game is going bad, put Colt in. And that's kind of how I feel vice versa with the other as well. Let Colt start. If Kyler Murray isn't 100% and the game isn't going as bad or is going bad, put K1 in. Obviously, he needs to be at least close to 100%. But yeah, I agree, Davis. I agree. This Arizona Cardinal team right now has really shocked the world. This Arizona Cardinal team came out and said, I don't care that we don't have our stars. We came out and we showed out and we put 5 sacks on that offense. Chandler Jones got 1. Marcus Golden got 1. Jordan Phillips got 1. I'm sorry, Marcus Golden got 3. I'm sorry. This is a great question. This is a great question. I'm going to open up the phone lines right now. This is a great question. I got my guy Chosen One saying, why don't we use Connor as much as we did today normally? Injury concern? Question mark. Let me explain to you why. And this is what I put on my preview. The reason why, obviously, we saw a good dosage of Connor. Colt McCoy, right? In this offense, our offense is based off of what Kyler Murray can do for us. What Kyler Murray can do when he runs out of the pocket. That's our first mentality. What can Kyler Murray do for the Arizona Cardinals? But Kyler Murray wasn't on the field. So what does that leave? We put Colt McCoy in. Colt McCoy isn't going to be our savior. Who's going to be our savior? Our running game. Who shined after Chase Edmonds ended up getting hurt? James Conner. So the biggest reason as to why we saw a huge workload this round is because we didn't have to have our offense specifically being Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, AJ Green. Now we actually opened up the workload and we said, we might not win this game passing the ball with Colt McCoy, but I could almost promise you that our run game is better than their run game. And that's why we saw a heavy dosage of James Conner today. And it was working. Simple as that. It was working. But this Arizona Cardinal team is special, ladies and gentlemen. This Arizona Cardinal team is special. All right, but let's get to this section here. Let's open up the phone lines. I want to hear what you guys have to say, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to open up the phone lines. I want to hear what you guys have to say. And if this is your first time on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube and you want to know how this works, what do I need to do? How can I get onto the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube? You need to smack the like button first. You got to hit that like button. We're sitting with 54 likes right now with 175 people in here right now. Do me a huge favor, smack that like button. Let's run that over to 100 likes. 2, what we need to do, I'm going to put a link on the chat. Once I open up the chat, I'm going to put a link on there. All you need to do is click on the link if you want to jump on. If you want to jump on, click on the link, turn on your camera, and jump through. That's it. Simple. You don't need to pay anything. You don't need to do any of that stuff. None of that. All that link I just posted right now. Click on that link and come through. That's it. Big shout out to my guy Christopher Moya Hernandez with the $4.99 donation. Appreciate you. Thank you so very much. But that's all you need to do. Now, spots are limited, ladies and gentlemen. Spots are limited. So if you want to come on, the link that I posted and that I pinned at the very top, just got to click on it. That's it. We are opening up the phone lines right now. I think it is time. I want to hear from the Red Sea. Let's see what my guys have to say. Let's see what my guy RC3 has to say. RC3, you are live on the Easy Sports Fan on YouTube. Man, talk to me, man. Oh, wait, give me a second. Let me take this thing down real quick. 1 second. Here we go. There you are. What's up, dude, man? How you feeling?
Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, beautifully, man. How you feeling? Cardinals 8-0, 8-1.
I told everybody that this was one of the games I was very confident that we didn't need Kyler Murray. And I said that even if we didn't have Hopkins, we were very confident about this. You gotta look at the teams that we beat without coaches like the Browns, and you gotta look at the players that we actually lost. So this game right here was like more so a division game, and it counts for more than anything. I'm just happy that they didn't play. So since we're playing the Panthers, let's also like scratch our heads about. Remember, there's a guy named Hassan Reddick that wants revenge, and we had a Stephon Gilmore that's out there. I wouldn't start Kyler Murray that's there unless they want to take it to a preseason route and just be like, all right, we're gonna start him for the first quarter so he get the feel of the game and won't be rusty against Seattle. That would be actually a good mindset, but then again, it's also risky because we don't know the mindset that as far as their defense goes. But their run defense are very terrible, but their pass is very good. So I think more running and being involved into this play will help out a lot. And I think that it will make things happen because remember, Christian Kirk threw 33 yards on a pass. And people didn't even talk about that either.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Easter eggs that we had in the game that we didn't talk about that actually got us where we needed to be. So the penalties killed the 49ers. That's number one. Number two, it was the heart and determination that was going over there that we had on our team. Junkyard Dog is here to stay. Y'all said Chandler Jones paid the man. I was one of the people too. But, like Junkyard Dog wants to be here and he wants to stay here. So our team is dynamic. And shout out to Benjamin for actually stepping up. And that's another great thing. Benjamin actually steps up. We talked about Wesley and all this, but we had from the practice squad. Connor was very good. I take none away from him, but I couldn't stand Connor. And mind you, I have much respect for the guy, and he's doing a very good job. He has me as a believer, but we still got the second half of the season.
Yeah.
And we've been here before. So before everybody get excited and think that, let's just sit this guy out, sit this out. If you don't have 13 wins in the NFC, you're not going to the playoffs. Let's make that clear.
Yeah, that's fair,
13. Remember, I don't care what else happens, but 13 wins, you're guaranteed to go to the playoffs.
That's
so
fair,
let's
brother.
keep it that way.
How great, man. Later, dude. All right, let's get let me get the super chat here real quick. Appreciate the super chat, man. He says, we have the same amount of wins as last year. Absolutely. Let's get my guy Jordan P up here now. Jordan P, you are live on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube, man. How you feeling? 8-1.
What is up, man? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I mean, man, that was a great win. Down all those guys and, the Niners, all these people were saying easy win, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. And, we put our hard hat on and we went to work and James Conner did his thing. The one thing that's huge was Rodney Hudson being back. Look, he came back. The O-line was great. There was one or two, but at the end of the day, you can't be perfect every single play. They were nearly perfect. Run blocking, pass blocking. Colt McCoy had great pockets all game. So that's how it shows you how key a center is and how key he is to this offensive line and the whole offense in general. But as far as the Panthers game, I don't think just sitting Kyler is. Oh yeah, just sit him now because we saw what Colt. That was one game.
Right.
Now they have tape on Colt. Now there's tape out there. Now what they're gonna do is stack the box. They're gonna put 8 in the box and say, now you're not gonna run. Now pass the ball, and they have a great pass defense. So I just don't think it's that easy to say just sit Kyler. Like, I don't think so because we have the number 1 seed now. Packers just lost, and if the Titans win, which they probably won't, but if they do beat the Rams, we are one up on everybody in the division. I mean, everybody in the NFC for the number 1 seed. But, this is the second half of the season, and Kyler being back would be huge because if we need to start winning so we can get the number 1 seed. Because we have it right now, but just saying, oh, yeah, that looked good, so let's sit him again. And if we lose and then somebody else gets a 1 seed, it's like, damn, like we could have played Kyler, but we just thought just because one great game that happened, it's like, oh, it's gonna happen again. You never know. It's the NFL,
Yeah, it's harder to keep what you have as opposed to getting what you have. 100%
Exactly.
agree with that, man.
I just
Awesome,
want to
dude.
highlight.
But
I just want to highlight. Cliff deserves Coach of the Year. That was flawless, and that was great.
I agree, man. I agree. No more hate over here, man. Appreciate you as always, man. All right, man, let's get my next guy here. Let's get Lennon. Lennon Wolf, the AZ Sports fan. Brother, what's up, man? Talk to me. How you feeling?
Look at this. Look at this. Shock the world. Shock the world.
Love it, man. How you feeling? Cardinals 8-1.
Before I keep talking about the Cardinals, you know how many these are the teams that won in this weekend for Arizona sports. The Phoenix Suns, the Arizona Coyotes, the ASU Sun Devils, and now the Arizona Cardinals. And the Coyotes got their first win.
And they have a terrible season right now, so that's a good job for them.
But Kyler Murray, the James Conner playing a massive game. That's really cool. And with 3 touchdowns, he's a MVP, because if you get 3 touchdowns, that could be the MVP of the game. And Cole McCoy without DeAndre Hopkins, AJ Green, J.J. Watt, and Kyler Murray, they got Cole McCoy, and he's doing his thing. And now the Cardinals are playing the Panthers. That's going to be a tough one, but because they have Stephon Gilmore.
Yep, yeah, I think he got an interception today.
And Kyler Murray. I would say Kyler Murray would play this game or the next game against the Seahawks, but I want to see Kyler Murray win MVP of the year, Super Bowl champions, Cliff Kingsbury winning Coach of the Year, and I would love that because we're the number 1 seed. The Packers lost. Now, if the Rams lose, I totally want the Rams lose because they're 8-1, and they're also a division rival that is an LA team because we don't like Dodgers, Lakers.
All right, brother. I'm going to let you go here, man. I'm going to see if I can bring more people in here. Thank you as always, man. Have a great day, okay?
All right.
Later. All right, let me get my next guy here, BBH ALV. BBH, you are live on the AZ Sports Fan, man. What's up, dude? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling great. Like, I love Colt McCoy. I was excited when we picked him up because I knew he was going to be the one to mature Kyle Murray, because he said that he adapted and he matured. But I feel like a lot of that came from because of McCoy. He's like, he calming him down. He's like, hey, I know you're frustrated. The next play, go out there and do you. So he's mature. He helped me. But I didn't think he was going to be playing because I was hoping Kyle Murray would be healthy and making the MVP run. But in the long run, I'm glad he set out to support. He can like heal and prepare for the second half after the bye week, because as we know, last year after the bye week, we went downhill from there because Kyler was playing hurt. So I'm glad that Cliff also matured and forced him. He's like, no, you're not playing. You're going to be sitting this game, and McCoy's the move. So I'm happy that was the route, and I didn't think we were going to blow him out. I knew we were going to win. I just didn't think we were going to blow him out like this.
Yeah.
But with the Cowboys losing and the Packers losing, now it's just the Cardinals and the Rams again on the top of the NFC, and both teams staying with 1 loss. I'm getting the same type of feeling when we were undefeated and then we shocked the Rams. So I'm hoping the same thing, but I'm hoping the Titans will do another upset, because apparently this week is all about the upsets.
Right, exactly. That's what it definitely feels like, man. I'm going to let you go just because I have a certain amount of people that want to come on, and I want to see if I can get everybody on, okay? Appreciate you as always, man. Later.
All right.
All right, let's get my next guy here, Ozan. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. Let me get here. You're live on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube, man. Talk to me. How you feeling? 8-1. Can you hear me? I don't think you can hear me. All right, let's move on to the next. I'm sorry, Ozan. I was trying to get you on, but I think there was a really bad connection. Maybe try to come out and come back in. Maybe sometimes that works. Let me get my next guy, Shadow Raven. Shadow Raven, you are live on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube, man. Oh, wrong person. Sorry about that. What's up, man? How you doing? I think you might be muted. Yeah, because I can't hear you. Nah? 1 second here. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can get my... Okay, cool. All right, just give me the thumbs up when you're ready to go. Let me see if I can get Bananas here. Bananas, you are live on the AZ Sports Fan. My bad, dude. Sorry. What's up, dude?
Okay. What's up, man? How you doing?
Good, man. I can't complain. How you feeling?
I'm feeling really good, dude. I was a little bit worried, but The second and third stringers really pulled a miracle for us for wide receivers. I'm happy that Kirk did good, and I'm happy that James Conner had a good game.
I agree, man. I agree. It's a good game to watch. Sweeping the San Francisco 49ers is a good thing to see. Kyler Murray, man, what's your thoughts on Kyler Murray?
I'm 50-50. I would like him to come back, but if he's not at that 100%, I'm thinking playoffs. Let him rest a little bit, give him another week off. That way he can come back for the Seattle game if Wilson comes back, because I have a feeling that's going to be a battle if Wilson is back. So I say let him rest. If he's not okay by Wednesday, let him rest.
I agree, man. Well, let's see. Like I said a little earlier, if he's not 100%, if he's 95%, nah, bro. Just set him down. Yeah. Let's see if we can rest it up. If we can beat this Carolina Panthers team without him, I think that would be great as well. Give me your MVP. Offensive.
My MVP for the offense, I'm not going to go the easy route and say Connor. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give it to Hudson. Because Hudson, he came back, and that offensive line seemed like it was meshing well together until Pugh got hurt. And it felt like it was missing a little piece, but it was still doing good. For defense, I'm going to have to give it to the JYD, Marcus Golden.
Yeah.
He is, without a doubt, one of the best defensive players we have. We need to pay him. And I say, move on from Chandler if he doesn't produce more, because I don't want to pay him that much money if he's going to regress.
Right. That's fair, man. Appreciate you as always, man. Have a great day, okay?
Anytime, man. You too.
All right, let's see my guy Shadow Raven coming back here again. Shadow Raven, you want to give me a thumbs up if you... All right, cool beats. All right, Shadow Raven, you are live on the Easy Sports side. What's up, dude?
You hear me now?
Yes, beautiful, man.
Right,
how you feeling?
Yeah, that was a great win. I just stoked me. I missed the first quarter because I was coming home from work, but I saw the rest, and everything else I saw was like just sound defense, just very solid defense, sound offense. You know, it was a great game. Colt McCoy nicely led us with a beautiful James Conner, and then defensive wise, I would really underratedly say, Isaiah Simmons went pretty well today because he was locking Kittle when he was covering him.
Right.
Because Hicks was covering him on that one touchdown, but every time Simmons was covering him, he was locked down. Like there's no getting to Kittle.
I like that. Yeah, I definitely like Simmons and what he's doing here. I think Zaven Collins did make an appearance. Did you see any of them?
I think he made. I actually don't think he made it because I think the backup for him was playing most of the game.
Gotcha. Tanner Vallejo.
Yeah, Tanner.
Gotcha.
He was playing, and so he did all right. But
yeah, it's weird.
Our defense overall did great. I still think we need to fix some pass breakups and tackling just overall, just getting better at wrapping up.
Yeah.
And because there's a lot of plays we could have had if we just wrapped up,
Yeah.
Yeah, our offense did good and Colt did good. And I love my boy Colt, but Kyler's got to get back in. The offense got to keep rolling while it's still warm. Get Kyler in there and it'll just, fuel it like a fire.
Love it. All right, man. Appreciate you, man, as always. Have a great day, okay?
Yeah.
Later. All right, let's get my guy 23K5 out here. 23K5, you are live on the AZ Sports Fan, man. What's up? How you feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling good.
Good, man. 8-1. Happy?
I'm so disappointed in AJ Green. Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you turn up? Like, pay attention to Kyle Murray's playing adjustments. Pay attention to your quarterback. You have to pay the route.
Oh, you're talking about the Green Bay Packers game? That's fair. What about this game here, man? Did you see this type of game happen for us?
Not really. Not really at all. So that was just. I'm just happy that we're the only team and the Rams to be trying to chase the bye week for the playoffs. I'm hoping we get a playoff rest and then face off in the divisional round. That's what I want.
Okay. All right, man. Appreciate you as always, man. Let me get my next guys in here. Thanks as always, man. Later.
You too.
All right, let's get my guy Flash Gamer. Flash Gamer Paval, you are live on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube, man. What's up, dude? I think you're on mute. How you doing? There you go.
I'm doing amazing. When I was looking at like seeing Kyler Murray was out, I wasn't scared. I'm not gonna lie. I remember Colt McCoy, and I was like, Colt McCoy is very patient. He knows what he needs to do since he was the starter for the Cleveland Browns at one point. Like he did a pretty decent job, even though he did throw a lot of ints that year. But basically, I wasn't scared but this was actually before I realized that AJ Green and DeAndre Hopkins were gone. I was like, okay, that's a little worrying. And then I looked at the score. Holy crap, that he went off without our best wide receivers. And Christian Kirk stepped up big. Rondale Moore stepped up big. James Conner. It sucks that Chase Edmonds got injured, but Benjamin stepped up big, and our defense was stepping up big. That's really huge. This team is very patient and special. And if we keep on going, and a lot of people are saying that Rams are the most balanced team, I'm like, what about the Cardinals? They're also very balanced. We destroyed the Rams. Come on, like even if we lose to the Packers, that was just us also being, I don't know what happened during that game, but AJ Green wasn't paying attention for one play, which annoyed a lot of people. But I'm like, cool, we lost one game. We still have a chance at the bye week for the playoffs. We still have a chance to the playoffs, and that's what every Cardinals fan wants. Playoffs. We're going to make it. We're actually guaranteed there. We've clinched a spot. We clinched a spot.
I'm not even thinking about the AJ Green thing anymore because I honestly do feel like we learn a lot more from losses. And I think that they really look at themselves and say, okay, well, what do we need to do to win this game? And that is Colt McCoy, you manage this game and let our run game do the thing. And James Conner came up clutch. So honestly, I'm not even mad at AJ Green anymore. Yes, we lost, whatever it is, what it is to me.
And like I said, we're making it to the playoffs. I don't care about that one loss. We can get revenge in the playoffs. I don't care.
Appreciate you, man. Have a great day. Okay.
You too.
Later, man. All right. This is my last person here. So if you guys weren't able to get onto the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube, I am going to have a Victory Monday stream tomorrow. So make sure you have your post notification bell on. If you want to come on, I will have a Victory Monday tomorrow. So make sure you keep that in mind. I'm going to get my last guy in here. And the reason why I'm getting my guy John Jay on here is because he's a San Francisco 49er fan. And I want to hear what he has to say. All right. John Jay, you are live on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube, man. Talk to me. How are you feeling? 49ers lost.
What's up, man? How you doing, man? What's up to all the Cardinals fans? My name is John Jay, if you still don't know who I am. And yeah, I am a 49ers fan as well. And I'm also a content creator. So I wanted to say this. I was listening to some of the big, guys talking about the 49ers football. And one thing that, we all said was, what defense came out to play today? What defense came out to play today? And a lot of people forget, the depth that you guys have. Like, oh, yeah, AJ Green's not playing. Your quarterback's not playing. Your other receiver's not playing. We got this in the bag. That defense was horrible. And James Conner, I'm going to say something. James Conner is not garbage for whoever said that. I hear some Cardinals fans say that. He's not garbage.
Yeah.
He had 3 touchdowns. He killed our defense. Our run game is so horrendous. What the hell was Josh Norman going up to your head coach for? What the heck was he thinking? Yeah. And I'm not a Cardinals fan, and then George Kittle fumbles the ball after he catches it. Hold the ball. If you play football, hold the ball, etc. Brandon Ayuk caught the ball, fell on the ground, decided to get back up. Ball, came out of his hand. Jimmy Garoppolo, which is kind of funny, played pretty good, except with that last pass, which was an interception. Kyle Shanahan, again, takes this conservative approach with the offense. We're down 7 points. We're down 14 points. It wasn't until it was 17-0 when he finally started to, have to play from behind. Where was Elijah Mitchell? So, as frustrating as the Niners did, that's the Niners' issues. When it comes to the Cardinals, everything is putting everything together. Everything you guys are putting everything together. And there's a reason why you guys are 8-1. There's a reason why you guys are 8-1. And that's why you guys are in first place right now. I think you guys have now the number 1 seed because I think the Packers lost.
We do.
So at the end of the day, even though I'm a 49er fan, I'm a realistic 49er fan. While our team is regressing, your team is just getting better and better. So I wanted to say that to show the respect.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, honestly, I know like a lot of questions are up in the air right now. Do you really think that Trey Lance could have done a better job in this game? Because you know me, I'm not really Jimmy G lover at all. I don't think that he's the guy for you guys. What do you guys think in terms of Trey Lance? Was he still hurt?
Trey Lance is not hurt. You know, I have videos on my channel, on my Instagram, where Trey Lance has been practicing the last couple of weeks. But Kyle Shanahan has this dumb thing in his head. As long as they're still in the playoffs, they're gonna ride with Jimmy Garoppolo. Kyle Shanahan, and I know CG. You know, he never talks about the head coach. Kyle Shanahan believes Jimmy Garoppolo is better than what the league sees. So Kyle's the problem. Kyle's the problem. Yeah. But that's the 49ers issue. But overall, your coach had a good game plan with a backup quarterback. They're number one, they're number two guys out for the game, and you guys kicked our butts. So your coach out-coached our coach.
Yeah, you don't hear that very often. I appreciate you as always, man. Have a great rest of your day, okay? Later, dude. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Much respect to John Jay, man. He is a content creator here for the 49ers, and he came out and spoke some facts, man. I know it must suck as a 49er fan to come out to a Cardinals channel and actually, say some stuff because, it's emotional, man. It's emotional time when it comes down to Sundays. But when it comes down to it, I think he really saw what the Cardinals could put on tape, and they did a very good job with no Kyler Murray, no DeAndre Hopkins, no AJ Green. We had a really good game plan this game. I do think that, K2, Cliff Kingsbury did a very good job this time around, man. This game was an amazing game, a great game plan against Kyle Shanahan. So appreciate you guys as always. Thank you so very much for being on the Easy Sports Fan. If you guys weren't able to jump on, we will be doing a Victory Monday stream tomorrow. So keep that in mind. Make sure you have your post notification bell on this channel. Subscribe, smack that like button. I will be enjoying the last Sunday night football game. Hopefully the Titans win this game here coming around, guys. But as always, have a great rest of your day or night. The Arizona Cardinals are now 8-1. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your day. Peace.